have the Ice Bears coaches.
WebSportsRadio.com, in association with KBFL, proudly presents...
Shot comes in, score!
Missouri State University Ice Hockey.
Off the draw from the high slot, Matthew Gregg gets his first goal with Missouri State. as he puts it in from the high slot. It somehow squeaked its way past the goaltender, Paskey, and into the net. And Missouri State has taken a 5-2 lead. This comes right off the face-off through the middle of the pads, tweeners as they call it. It is a 4-on-4 goal, and it is now 5-2. And they score again!
With the call, here's Steve Casson.
And live from Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena, as Missouri State's Coaches Cup continues. This time it's Team Ellis versus Team Law. Hello, everybody. Steve Casson along with Michaela Garnier doing camera work, and joining us for just a brief moment is head coach of Missouri State's Division III team and also the winner of the very first Coaches Cup, and Cody Blevins. Cody, you guys take a 7-5 victory yesterday, and as we have found out in the NHL and in all the other sports around, you did it in front of nobody.
Yeah, it's a little different. I mean, I know the guys, though, they were itching to be on the ice and not just be a practice and have a game-like situation, and they took it serious, played hard, and, we pulled out the win.
Of course, yesterday was a trial run for everybody, and it was a trial run for you guys, too. How do you feel as far as I don't think maybe you're going to look at anybody too seriously just yet. Everyone's trying to get their feet back under and their skates back under, but did you see any standouts yesterday?
Yeah, there's a few, and I know their commitment to the D1 team, but there's a lot of kids coming in here too that we've seen at minicamp and now seen in that first game, and we'll see more tonight that are really stepping up and impressing us. And I know between Jeremy and I, we're going to have some tough decisions this year, and we should both have really, really good teams.
Of course, this is going to culminate in a championship, so you still have that to look forward to right now with a win under your belt. But for those of you who are wondering, yeah, it is a situation where we're talking about Division I and Division III, and yes, maybe you guys have both recruited certain players for certain teams, but do you ever get into a situation where you have to arm wrestle for a certain guy?
No, because, me and Lozzie, we talk pretty much every day, especially when we're scouting and recruiting, and, which team needs what, and what I'm looking for, what he's looking for. So we usually don't ever have any issues, but it's a work in progress every year, because we do have kids that show up that we had no idea about. Perfect example, this year we found out, I believe his name's Will Baginski.
Yes.
Came out of nowhere. He's a top-end player, so that just makes both of our decision-making a little bit harder.
Yeah, Will Baginski, you talk about him in yesterday, and I know he had a goal, 19 goals, 39 assists, 58 points for the Junior Blues in 40 games, and that's just second in scoring for him.
Yeah.
In his career, his highest, 34 goals, 57 assists in 59 games in 2 years that he's had there. So absolutely, you look at guys like that, you say, it's great to have some scoring punch. Of course, defense, that's been a key, especially for Missouri State's Division I squad. It was tough when players that head coach Jeremy Law thought were going to come out last season didn't, and that's okay. A lot of them elected for school situation to not play. That's fine. But of course, it puts you short a little bit on defense, and Missouri State kind of suffered, at least the D1 team suffered. Although your team, Division III, not too shabby, made it to postseason play, and that was obviously a positive.
Yeah, my team last year, I only had one new player on defense. I had 7 returners. So that situation worked itself out, whether we wanted it to or not. But no, it is difficult because, we are club hockey. We're not NCAA. We can't call these guys every day, all day during the summer, wondering what their plan is. Are they going to play? Are they not going to play? So sometimes when tryouts rolls around, it's kind of a crapshoot to see who shows up.
We are on the East Rink, and it's now called the Stan Melton Rink. This, of course, is where Missouri State plays their games normally throughout the season, and you have to like it. And I know the ice is just freshly laid, but the lines and everything looks great. I know they're going to throw a couple of more passes of water on there, and then it may look a little bit lighter, but right now you got to enjoy it while you can.
The rink looks good, and I know from coaching standpoint to broadcasting, whatever it may be, the players, everybody's been itching to be back here and be doing this right now.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a lot of fun tonight. And like I say, with each game that goes on, things get a little bit better. And of course, Team Ellis will be in the green jerseys tonight, and they're the home team. Team Law will be in the blue. They are the visitors. The Team Ellis team is your assistant coach, Tyler Ellis. He'll be coaching that. And head coach of the Division I squad, Jeremy Law, he will be coaching his team. And he decided to go with all the Springfield guys.
Yeah, the draft we did this year, it was a lot of fun. We all met up, ate some dinner, and just threw it out there. We started drafting guys and made 4 teams, and it made it a lot of fun with us because we're all competitive as coaches, and we all want to win this thing, and we're enticing the players. There's 3 stars of the game, there's sponsors, there's going to be a tournament MVP, so it's going to be good.
Talk about the Springfield players. Brett Houston, number 5, he's from Springfield. Also from Springfield, Stuart Hopkins. He played with your Division III team, then played up on Division I last season, and he's from Springfield, 6'2", 205. And then Ryan Moon, he had 4 goals and 8 assists, and he kind of came on in his own late in the season. He really started to get some looks and some touches and scored some goals.
Yeah, guys coming in from Springfield and playing, at the collegiate level, it takes a little bit of adjustment, and it's not just the Springfield guys, it's actually everybody. And I think, with those players, the more confidence they gain throughout the season, they start playing a lot better. And at the end of the year, Ryan Moon was one of the key guys for us up and down the lineup. And this gives me an opportunity to scout Ellis's team since I'm playing him next week.
Absolutely. Well, one of the guys that's on the team and is another Springfield player on Team Ellis is Matthew Garnier, and of course, his sister is doing camera work for us tonight. I know that's who she's looking at to be one of the MVPs, giving me the thumbs up there, and absolutely. And it's nice to see the Springfield players that have come up through either Junior Bears or the Spirit, and now all of a sudden they're looking to maybe play with Missouri State, and some that have.
You just see the growth here in Springfield of the players, and shout out to my other assistant coach, BJ Norman, who runs the CODP here and coaches the high school team. BJ's a great coach. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to push the kids and develop them. And it just shows we got 4 or 5 guys right now. And not to mention, I'm a Springfield guy, and I played for Missouri State. So
that's true.
There's been a bunch of us through the years, that's for sure.
Well, this is, of course, is going to be a fantastic tournament, and we hope that you will enjoy it. I want to let you know that this tournament is brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard, Blades by Todd, Discount Smokes, Guaranteed Rate, Hockey Wolf, Kimber Cable, Rob's Portable Business, and Blade Tech. Let's join public address announcer Kevin Thorough for the introduction of some on-ice activities.
You guys missed Game 1. It was a lot of fun, but we're welcome and happy to be back here on our home ice for Game 2. Again, welcome to tonight's broadcast. It is Ice Bears Coaches Cup Game 2 getting started here in just a few moments.
And, of course, our founder of the Missouri State Hockey Club, Stan Melton, and we'll get him back on the ice here, or on the air, that is, in just a second. Stan, how are you?
Doing great, Steve. Boy, oh boy. Another exciting night firing away here.
Absolutely, and I don't know if you want to join me on the air.
We're going to let Cody be the ace here.
All right, we'll let Cody be the ace one more time. All right, that sounds good.
Don't forget, Steve, he knows much more about what he's talking about than I do.
Hey, well, look at
you got an expert there.
You knew enough to start this hockey club.
That's right. That's right.
So that's one of the things you've done, and of course, I don't even know if we can get into it here because they're just about to start. But one of these days, I want to talk to you about the pipe dream of Missouri State going D1, and all of a sudden it's happened.
Oh, absolutely. This is just amazing to go this far in really only 20 years. It just doesn't seem like it's been that long since we started the club, but it's been an amazing progression, and where we're at now compared to where I thought we'd be at, it's just a dream come true.
Well, we are moments away from starting this hockey game.
All right, Steve. Well, I'll turn it over to the expert here, Coach Blevins.
All right. Well, no, he's going to do some stats, apparently.
He's doing some stats.
So it looks like we've got you, Stan. Meanwhile, play is underway, and it'll be Coach Ellis with the puck to send it into the Law zone. Stopped to the far side. And here comes Team Law. Out along the right side. It'll go to Lewis Shakes. Intercepted, though. And here come Team Ellis. An opportunity in front for Alex Rubin is denied. Deflected off of a skate. And now it's Team Law. They'll work the puck into the bench, and we will have a stoppage in play. Maybe played with a high stick, and I think that's exactly what it was. 24-12, and the clock continuing to run here. Again, this is a running time. If you're unfamiliar with what's happening, 2 25-minute halves, we'll call them periods if you want, and a 2-minute break, and that'll be the game. What would be practice is the training camp and the Coaches Cup here for the 2021 hockey team for both Missouri State Division I and Division III. Here comes Team Law. Drive in by Stuart Hopkins behind the net. Hopkins still with it. Checked there by Jake Stewart of Team Ellis. Goes to the left point, taken away and cleared by Ellis. Now taken by Brendan Comey with a drive in and a save. He gets his own rebound. Back behind the net, looking out in front, nobody there. Comey still with it, gets it to the left side, still held in. Good play there as there's a lot of bodies, and finally it's out to center in front of the coach's crease. Taken away by Braden Fiskus, that is. He'll send it in front of Team Ellis's bench, and now we'll start all over. Again at center. Off of the hand of Jake Stewart. Back for Brandon Baldwin, played with Missouri State's Division I team last season, had a goal and an assist. Now we come with a 2-on-1. Here's a drive in and a big save. We'll get to the goalies here in a second. On a good save there on a drive by Team Ellis by Baldwin. And it was another shot that goes up high. This one was tipped as Alex Rubin got an attempt. In nets for Team Law is Bailey Stevens. Last season, 7-6-0 with a 3.29 goals against average and a .915 save percentage for Missouri State. And in net, starting for Team Ellis, will be Andrew Meek. Now, Meek is on Team Blevins, but Ethan Taplin is not able to play tonight. So Matt Griffin will take the second half. Now back behind Meek's net. Goes to the left point, held in, over to the right side now. Here is a shot in that gets deflected. Rebound out in front, and Nikita Solnikov scores.
Oh, that was a beautiful pass, Steve, to Solnikov on the Team Law teamwork there. Outstanding play. And this is just the first couple of games of training camp. One of the things that's so impressive about this training camp, Steve, is all the players that are hoping to be on the D1 team and the D3 team rosters are involved, and the coaches get a great opportunity, much better than past seasons, to evaluate all these players, and the players are, of course, very competitive because they want to score a roster spot.
By number 13, Levi Wright, and by number 2, Brian Schumacher. That goal, 19, scored by number 19, assisted by number 13 and number 2 for Team Law.
So the visitors take the 1-0 lead. We'll update the scoreboard for you. Sorry to interrupt you there, Stan.
No problem.
That one coming at about the 21-minute mark. And Team Law is on the board. Now it's back into the Team Ellis zone. At the half board, some good pressure by Josh Bell of Missouri State. Bell was the Ice Bears' leading scorer last year. 12 goals and 31 assists for him. Shot blocking galore and all sorts of stuff from Josh Bell.
First team All-Star on the Western Collegiate Hockey League All-Star League team, Steve.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Stan, because we don't just yet want to talk about our all-decade team. Here comes a shot in and a save by Stevens, because the all-decade team is something we'll announce, well, in January.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is exciting. It's just amazing we're picking a second all-decade team.
19:40 and the clock continues to run. Face off to the right of Stevens. Held in by Jake Kopinski. Drop behind the net. Chased over in the corner and out to center. In front of the Team Ellis bench. Flipped right back in by Lewis Shakes. He goes for his own bounce off the boards. Down in low. To the half boards now. Scrum for it there. Players still trying to work it. And they get it right through the crease. It'll be chased by Hunter Cooley for Missouri State. 17 goals, 13 assists last season for him. Averaged .88 points per game. Now a shot in. Save. Rebound. Loose right on the doorstep. And Shakes is there. Stevens makes the save. The whistle blows. And there's no goal.
Bailey was doing some outstanding work in net, Steve. You're the famous goalie. You know what it takes to do the things he's doing.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The one thing I did notice that is more difficult to do, normally goaltenders will push off the net, and normally Missouri State, for their regular season games, drill in and they put the rubber pipes in, but there is nothing there. It's just the little mini pegs, and so Stevens tried to push off, of course, to go from post to post, and he knocked the net off. We won't tell the officials that's what happened, but which are Ryan Armstrong and Mark Marzola. Both of them have called ACHA games, Western Collegiate Hockey League games, so they are true officials. Ryan just happens to be our general manager. Of course, taking over for what Stan Melton used to do and has built as far as this team goes. Here's a shot that comes in that's blocked as Jake Stewart got that one. So we'll have a whistle and a stoppage in play. 17:45, the clock continues to run. 1-0 in favor of Team Law. Nikita Salnikov gets his first. Wright and Schumacher with the assists. And off the draw, puck is won. It's cleared out to center. It'll be Garnier with it. Would have been an offside, but Team Ellis elected not to touch it. Brought back in, Brendan Calmy with it. He will work to the circle. Calmy played for the Kansas City Junior Mavs. Played 4 years there. Last season, 20 goals, 20 assists for him. 17:04 on the clock, continuing to run. If you missed Tuesday's game, that was a 7-5 affair, back and forth until all of a sudden Team Ellis decided to kind of turn it on late in the second half, and they won 7-5. Here is an opportunity for Team Law's Nikita Salnikov. He's denied. Now Alex Rubin for Missouri State. Nice pass right side. Looking to Brandon Baldwin with a shot that's deflected into the corner. Team Law tried to break with it. Couldn't do anything as Tim Pyatt tried to grab it. Now they come to Team Law. Pyatt stays on side. Play continues to Nikita Salnikov. Salnikov from Penza, Russia. Nikita passes over to the corner. Now right out in front, and it's off the stick of Louis Shakes. Come the other way, banked off the boards and out to center and all the way down. And coming back into his own zone is Brian Schumacher to defend. Play at the left dot. Sent in low. Team Ellis's Brandon Baldwin is there. Now it's behind the net for Brett Houston of Missouri State. He played for the team last season. Now it comes across the line. Here comes Salnikov off of his stick. We turn the other way. Now Team Ellis into the zone for Baldwin. He waits, looks for some help, gets it over to Kopinski, and he gets a shot off, saves Stevens. Kind of a slow one, that is, and a bouncing puck is finally cleared out to center. Line change for Team Ellis. Sent all the way down. Here's a lead pass. Breaking in. Now's a 2-on-1. Left side, right side, and missing it was Jack Brackbill. Brackbill on the 2-on-1, and here's Bell with a drive that misses wide. It was Bell that started that 2-on-1, and Brackbill missed it. Now Lounder, or make that Chad. Yeah, that is Chad Lounder. Sends it wide, and it's out to center ice. Chad played for Missouri State last season, a goal and 2 assists in 32 games, but he played up, he played back, he played all over the place. 14:21 to go in the period. And still a 1-0 lead. Nikita Salnikov from Wright and Schumacher. That one at about 18:02, I believe. Let me see where I have my time there. Nope, 21 minutes. Line change for Law, same for Ellis. Kopinski had it for a moment. Now he'll steal it and send it down into the Law zone. 13:50 to go. Kopinski with it. He shoots, missed wide to the left. Far side boards intercepted by Team Law. Lead pass. They're going to break again. Here is an opportunity for Chad Lounder. Looks for it, waits, gets it over right through the crease and off of the stick of Carlo Vitter, skating right through. Now taken by Lounder again. He waits, he shoots. Vitter on the doorstep. Shot and a save by Meek. He'll hold on.
Boy, Steve, one of the things that's so impressive about these games, too, is the fact that we're able to bring these games, and thank you so much for all your efforts in putting the games on websportsradio.com and allowing our fans and the parents and everyone in the Ice Bears Nation to see these games and get a look at all the players trying out for the team and see how the competition for roster spots develops and see what the future Ice Bears are going to look like this season. Great opportunity, and thank you so much for everything you're doing for the Ice Bears.
Well, Steve, you're welcome, Stan. And we got a hand pass there after the shot by Levi Wright. It was gloved down defensively, and we'll get a hand pass, bringing it back into the zone. Well, with the exception of Michaela, me, you, and head coach of the D3 team, Cody Blevins, that's it. Nobody else in this arena.
Yes, indeed. It's these times of the COVID-19 situation, and no fans allowed at the game, just to keep the players and coaches, everyone safe. It's a unique circumstance, but as I mentioned earlier, the key is we're able to bring the games to everyone through the magic of technology. Communications technology.
Shot from the right side by Levi Wright. Blocked in front, sent over to the far side. Now taken by Matthew Garnier. He'll have it and give it to the stick of Louis Shakes. Shakes drops it back. Intercepted. Good play there by Ryan Moon. Moon played for the Division III team for Cody Blevins for Missouri State. Now back for Garnier. I asked Michaela if that's how it's pronounced. She says, yes, that's exactly how it's pronounced, but we go by Garnier. So either one, Garnier sounds better, at least on the broadcast. Simon Hobbs back to pick it up and send it out to center for Team Ellis. And we'll start it center ice again, across the line, left to right. Brackbill drops it back, trying to get it over to Josh Bell. Bell works it through. Now through his skates, over to Nikita Salnikov. Left side, here is a shot, tipped in front, just misses wide. It's behind the net. Bell working it again, up the middle, and fanning on it was Salnikov. Working is Brett Houston. Now to Salnikov, he shoots up high, save Meek, rebound loose. Over to Bell. Pushes his way through. Bell trying to kick it through. Squirts free. It's in the left face-off dot. Backhanded out to center. And quickly, Jack Brackbill is there to run roughshot. And it's all the way down in the Missouri. Well, it's technically Missouri State zone, but it's the team law zone. Comes right up the middle. It's loose. Taken by James Diadon to the left side, but instead it's broken up and intercepted by Houston. Grabbed again by Team Ellis. James Diadon with it on his knees, looking for some help and somebody to pass to. Meanwhile, it's intercepted by Bell. He loses it up the middle, but some help there with 9:45 to go in the period, although Schumacher had it stolen from him. So some good pressure by Team Ellis, who trails 1-0. Now Team Law across the Ellis line. Here's a shot in, looking in front for Brackbill, and it missed just wide by Bell. Bell with the shot, Brackbill missing. Now here's Bell again, left side. Bell shoots, save Meek, rebound, cleared to the corner. Another shot in, saved by Meek, as it's been Team Law with several shots. That one by Zach Drummond. He played for the Division III squad. He's still looking for his first goal, even though he's a defenseman. Does have 8 assists that he had last year, Stan. Face off to the right of Meek, who again is playing for Team Ellis, helping out Team Ellis as he's normally on Team Blevins. But Ethan Taplin not able to play tonight, and both goalies are sharing halves. Broken up by Brendan Baldwin in front of the Team Law bench. Now taken, and a shot that just sails wide by Hopkins. May have been broken up in front by Braden Fiskus, that is. We come the other way. Here's Team Law, or make that Team Ellis, that is, and a drive by Alex Rubin into the net past the goaltender Bailey Stevens, and it is a 1-1 game.
Very nice rip there by Alex Rubin, Steve. He had the target picked on that one and got it just past Bailey.
We'll see if we can take a look at just what he did. Just racing down the right side and getting it up over the glove of Bailey Stevens to make it a 1-1 hockey game.
Number 17, Alex Rubin, assisted by number 10, Brandon Baldwin. That's a goal for Team Ellis, scored by number 17, assisted by number 10.
A 1-1 hockey game. We'll put that at about 7:50. We'll call it that. Meanwhile, a drive in, and Stevens has to make the save again in a 1-1 contest now. Right through the crease. And Team Ellis with some life now. Jake Kopinski with a backhander in. It goes behind the net. Grabbed by Baldwin. Up the middle. Kopinski waits. He shoots through some traffic. Blocked. Now Evan Lasansky's there. And he'll try to kick it into the corner. Lasansky last season played for the Division III squad for Missouri State. Now here's Team Law. Chad Lounder. Broken up by Simon Hobbs. Team Ellis with a 3-on-3. They work it across, but underneath the stick of Baldwin, and it's a line change. Officials say that it was tipped, no icing. Swung all the way around by Kopinski and out to center ice. Team Ellis wants to change, and they'll shoot it in, and unfortunately, we will have an icing call. So Team Ellis still gets to change. It's Team Law that cannot.
One of the things, Steve, we want to do is give out a shout out and a big thanks to the team sponsors for the Coaches Cup games this year. They're allowing us to help do this, and we really appreciate their support. I know Team Law is sponsored by Discount Smokes and Beer here in Springfield down on Kimbrew. And the Team Ellis sponsor is
Agave Restaurant.
Agave Restaurant, great Mexican restaurant out on Fremont, South Fremont, just south of Battlefield. So
Levi Wright got a shot.
hope everyone can get out and help support our sponsors for these games.
That was saved by Meek. Stick flies. That's Jake Stewart. While he picks it up, play comes the other way. Right to left, across the line, into the Law zone. Good play there as Hunter Cooley had it broken up from him. Now a shot that's blocked in front. Louis Che was the one that blocked the attempt. Far side, it's out to center, and it'll be cleared all the way down with 4:53 to go in this first half. We'll call it a half. In what has been a close game thus far. Taken by Matthew Garnier. He'll send it all the way down. This is no icing. Brian Schumacher for Team Law. Played for Missouri State's Division I team last season. 5 goals, 10 assists in 32 games. That was his best season back in 17-18. Oh, what a move by Josh Bell. He'll work it down low. Jake Stewart steps in front of him, and Bell picks it up. Looking for some help. Feeds Nikita Salnikov with a backhander, and he missed up high and wide.
Boy, Nikita was going for a little open space there and almost got him one.
Well, Bell and Salnikov used to work on the top line for Missouri State last season.
Absolutely.
And then Nikita got injured, and by the time he was able to come back, he was on that third line for Missouri State. And Alex Rubin actually ended up being on the top line with Hunter Cooley and Josh Bell. And Bell takes the face-off now. He'll win it, but it's controlled by Team Ellis. Taken by Braden Fiskus to the far side. Stolen by Law. Backhanded in by Nikita Salnikov. 3-on-3. Good block by Kopinski with his left leg. In down low, but taken by Bell. It's carried out to center. Bell to chase. So here might be a break for shot out in front for Derek Smith, and a save by Bailey Stevens.
Oh boy. Bailey was all over that one, and Derek made a really smooth move to his left, trying to get it past Bailey, and he was on his stomach with his pad out and kicked it out.
Good to see Derek Smith back playing on defense. He had an issue last year. Oh, we're going to get another break. This one at Brackville in front. He shoots and a save, Meek. Far side boards, it's cleared out to center. And unfortunately, Stan, with no stoppage in play, it's hard to even talk about what happened. But
that's true.
Derek Smith was playing Oklahoma last season. He got hit up against the boards, nothing special. And all of a sudden, his leg started hurting. And we'll fast forward to about 4 hours later. He's in the hospital, and he is getting surgery. He had what they call upper compartment syndrome, or something thereof. And blood was just in a compartment of his leg, and it just kept bleeding, and he finally got it fixed. He's back out playing right now.
So very fortunate. Our training staff was able to get that diagnosed and get Derek to the hospital and get that situation the attention it needed, because that was a critical situation.
Shot just missed wide by Alex Rubin. And a shot from the right side is held onto by Bailey Stevens. 1:33 in the clock rolling. Nikita Salnikov, 21 minutes for Team Law. The assist to Wright and Schumacher, it's 1-0. And then Alex Rubin for Team Ellis. The assist goes to Baldwin, and 1-1 is where we are right now in the second game of the Coaches Cup, in what is considered training camp for Missouri State. And the tryouts will, if you want to call them tryouts, will happen later on.
You know, this has got to be the most unique format for training camp of any of the teams in the ACHA dealing with the coronavirus situation. Caused everybody to kind of scramble and find their way, and it's a great format that the coaches in our management have developed.
Shot again, this time by Baldwin, is blocked, and in 34 seconds we'll talk about the precautions that Missouri State is taking as Bailey Stevens makes a save there. Shots are 6-6 each. Now Stevens will play the entire game, and the next half should be Matt Griffin. And Stan, the one good thing, there are 3 Griffins that are playing here in this this training camp and the Coaches Cup game, as we're down to the last second and time will expire. Shots end up 6-6 after 1. But you've got Brady, Matt, and the other Griffin, which is Grant Griffin. And the one good thing is Grant's a forward, and the other 2 Griffins are goalies, but they can't play at the same time. So that's one of the good things. I won't have to worry about who's what and who's who in that respect. But one of the things that I wanted to mention about what Missouri State is doing as far as COVID-19 is concerned, as we've mentioned, no fans. There is no way for folks to be exposed per se. The players have been asked over and over and over again when they come into the arena. Jackie, our trainer, takes their temperatures, asks them specific questions, and the bottom line is they're told, please do not lie about your situation. If you feel you've been exposed by anybody, please tell us. That's going to affect the training camps. It's going to affect tryouts. It may possibly affect the hockey club as far as not being able to pick a team just yet. It'll affect everybody that you're in contact with. So be honest as to who you've been in contact, what's happened. Try to stay as safe as you can. Everybody was wearing masks, and that's what Missouri State is doing to try to completely keep this at bay. And obviously, I don't know how many other teams right now are actually playing some kind of organized hockey other than us.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, because certainly, practices, I'm sure, are common among all the teams, but actual game situations is a whole different matter, and I'm not really familiar with. I'm sure there probably are some exhibition games that might be going on this fall semester, but not too many, I would guess.
So now it'll be Team Ellis skating from the left to the right, Team Law from the right to the left, and we are underway in half number 2. And it could have been a good 3-on-2 for Team Law, but it was a pass by Connor Hinterser that was not on the mark to Josh Bell. Now it is in the Team Ellis zone. Brandon Baldwin trying to move it out. Now it does come out. He'll have it down the middle. Baldwin with it, looking over to the right side. A shot missing wide as Alex Rubin had that attempt to the wide of Bailey Stevens. Kept in for Rubin. Now to the trailer. Working that is Jake Stewart. They play catch, does Rubin and Stewart. Broken up, not held out, that is. Here's a drive in by Simon Hobbs and a good save by Stevens. Simon right there in front. Played 3 years with Central Oklahoma. Had 2 goals and 7 assists in 40 penalty minutes, at least per year, for Simon Hobbs with Central Oklahoma. 23:44 remaining. And a line change for Team Law. Now Team Ellis with it. Across the Law line. Here comes Jake Stewart. Shot in, save Stevens. Stewart trying to pick up the rebound. Grabbed by Brett Houston of Team Law. Taken by Nikita Solnikov. Him and Bell. Now to Bell. Back to Solnikov. Over to Bell. He shoots. And oh, what a save. A huge save in front by Matt Griffin. And it keeps it a 1-1 hockey game. Got the blade or the paddle of his stick and made the save. And it's still 1-1 as Matt Griffin, who played 10 games with the Division III squad, makes a huge save there. And if we can, Stan, we'll try to get a good look at that on replay, but an unbelievable save on the 2-on-1 with Solnikov and with Bell. And let's take a look at it here. Just a nice 2-on-1, and there you go, and denied by Griffin. Huge save there, and we're still 1-1.
That certainly gives you a lot of faith in our goalie core coming up for this season, Steve.
22-23 remaining face-off in the team law zone. Oh, we're going to get a high stick. I forget, Brett Houston is going to go for a high stick. As he got his stick up into the face of Team Ellis's, is that 11, call me? We'll see as he turns around. Well, yeah, it is, I believe, call me, who drew the penalty. So Team Ellis on the power play, and immediately it's cleared and sent all the way down, and they are... Let's catch the call.
Team Law's Brett Houston, a minor for high sticking. Brett Houston, a minor for high sticking.
Well, I think what it is they wanted to get the penalty time up on the clock, and they just didn't get it, so they're going to start the clock on the drop of the face-off, and it will be 3 minutes running time.
And that one of the very few penalties in the game Tuesday night. I think there was only one or two penalties
only
called. So with this format, relatively penalty-free games.
Garnier gets a shot. It's missed wide, maybe tipped wide, down low. Still down low. Team Ellis' Brendan Calmey's there. Off of his stick. Goes to the left side. Now here's a shot. It's blocked, and here is Team Law Stuart Hopkins. He has some room on the right side. Hopkins still all alone, trying to catch a trailer, and it'll come out to center ice. Levi Wright gets it over to the right side, sent all the way down, and there is no icing.
Team Law and defense there on the power play weren't in the zone to follow up on that. They laid back, and they're just killing time to kill that penalty.
Levi Wright with it, 6 goals, 16 assists with the Philadelphia Revolution. And now it will be Carlo Vitter. Vitter from Fürth, Germany, 5'11", 185. His career high 43 goals he had back in 18-19. Put a lot of pucks in the net. Now 2:24 remaining on the power play. Sent all the way down into the Team Law zone. Chasing for it is Tim Pyatt. It's taken away from him and sent back down. And there will be a partial line change for Team Ellis. Out of their own zone, Brandon Baldwin. Tried to steer it aside and sent down the length of the ice. Out to center, and Team Law will regroup. They'll play catch with each other. Almost broken up by Ryan Moon. And now there's 1:47 to go on the power play. Here comes Team Law, 3-on-3 into the zone, working it as Baldwin again. He seemed to get a lot of ice time here. Sends it over to the left side. Simon Hobbs is there, broken up from him, taken away, sent all the way down, and it will be no icing because racing was Josh Bell to wave it off. Bell up to not Solnikov, that's 18. Ryan Moon, not 19, who got a shot. And it's cleared out to center, 118. That was a shorthanded attempt. Broken up. Taken by James Diadon. It's out to center in front of the Team Law bench. 19:15 to go in the second half. 1-1 game, shots 8-7 in favor of Team Ellis. Schumacher's there for Team Law. Off of his stick, chasing it now is Zach Drummond. Has enough to wheel it away, and finally there's some help. It's out to center. Nikita Solnikov on the ice. He trails, gives it over to Josh Bell. Now back to Solnikoff, breaking free, shoots, he scores!
Right.
And that was Jack Brackbill, not Nikita Solnikoff. Number 10, Brackbill gets the goal.
Oh my goodness, a beautiful pass by Josh Bell over to Brackbill, and he definitely nailed it. Outstanding play by Team Law.
So Team Law takes the lead. And we'll catch the call in a moment, but we'll take a look at that. It starts back with Nikita Solnikoff, who fed Bell, but then just put home by Brackbill for the lead here in the second half. We'll put that one at about 19-10.
Brackbill putting his speed to good use and getting down there and open, and man, what a beautiful pass by Josh Bell and great shot by Jack Brackbill.
Flip to Nikita Solnikoff, bounces down in front. Nikita has it. He'll work it in front once again, trying for Brackbill. Gets it off the side of the net, followed up in front, and a save by Griffin, and it gets flipped up into the corner. Now behind the net, 17:28 to go in the period, and it's held by Griffin. And no announcement on the goal yet.
Well, that goal, Steve, certainly gives you a little preview of the excitement we're in for when the regular season starts for the Ice Bears.
Absolutely. In January sometime. That's what we're hoping for. That's why we've got a bubble going. Puck is broken up and cleared out to center right on the line. And returned once again by Levi Wright. Off of his stick. We come the other way. Here is Cameron Beck. Beck pulled off the play by Brett Houston. And it's Josh Bell there. Kicked from him. Team Ellis holds it in, trying to get it to Beck again. He has it. Now it's lost, and then up the middle, a shot missed wide by Alex Rubin. Rubin holds it in. Here is Rubin in front, and a save as it's held on to by Bailey Stevens. 16:20 and the clock will roll.
Bailey was on that real well. Alex had a pretty wide open lane there right in front of Bailey. He came out, cut down his angle, and stopped that puck.
Face off to the right of Bailey Stevens. Alex Rubin comes in to take the draw. He will win it. And a shot sails wide. He won it from Carlo Vitter. Far side, Ellis still with it. In front, here's a shot and a one-timer by Hunter Cooley, deflected into the corner. Now Schumacher wheels and deals and gets it out to center through the legs of the official and out to center. Return to the left. Now to Rubin. He gets it across into Hunter Cooley off the side of the net. Fighting for it is Louis Shakes. Shakes played for Anna Maria College, NCAA Division III. And here's a drive in that misses high and wide. Shakes is one of those guys. He's from Nantes, France. That is on the Loire River in western France. I looked it up.
Ah, there you go.
I've never been there, but I looked it up. I have been to Lucerne, Switzerland, though.
Well, I'm sure Louis Shakes has a very interesting story on how he arrived at Missouri State through an NCAA D3 program and from the country of France.
Here's Team Law with Chad Lounder. Now right side, back to Lounder, and he missed it. Come the other way, 14:35 and the clock rolling. Here's Team Law winding up, and a big blast by Brock Gerhard is turned aside by Bailey Stevens. Now Gerhard chases it all the way out, and he stole the puck. Broke it away from Chad Lounder. Brock Gerhard, 6'4", 209 from Festus, Missouri. Had 6 goals and 11 assists with the Decatur Blaze last year. Back into the Team Law zone, 14:02. And Stan, it seems like this period is just a little slower than period number 1.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more checking and hitting and not as much good scoring opportunities. But when they happen, they're good. Puck out to center. Broken up by Team Law's Zach Drummond and sent into the Ellis zone. Now it's Jake Stewart. He played for the Division III team for Missouri State last season. Puck across the line, and it is apparently offside. The official called it offside.
You know, Steve, you talk about the background of these players coming into the Missouri State program and currently playing in the Missouri State program. So many players now with juniors experience, and that is pretty much now what you have to have in order to play at this level. It is amazing how competitive ACHA hockey has become since we started the team 20 years ago. It is very highly skilled and highly competitive level of collegiate hockey for sure.
12:44 and the clock continuing to run. Stan, I thought I heard a whistle, but maybe not. Shots are 11-9. And the faceoff is won and sent back into the Team Ellis zone. Across the line into the Team Law end. And now sent the length of the ice all the way down. Here comes Team Law's Brackbill with a shot in. Sails behind the net into the corner. 11 minutes to go. Puck at center. Team Ellis to carry it in. Here's Evan Lisansky. Josh Bell is in there. He tried to keep it from going to the far side. Bell and Lisansky, they fight for it. Here's a shot in. 2 shots, in fact. One of them by, actually 2 of them by Thomas DiMaggio. And then it's taken away by Baldwin and cleared to the line. But that's as far as it goes, and Team Law will regain possession. So 2 good shots in front by Thomas DiMaggio. Played with this Met High School, 2 goals, 3 assists. And now here is a bad line change for Team Law. Will send Cameron Beck all the way down. Beck will give it up to Brandon Baldwin, the trailer. He'll work it. Now it's Team Ellis. Far side circle. Still with some good pressure. Held on the line. Good play by Beck. Down in low. Looking for some help. Can he get it across? No, it's broken up defensively by Zach Drummond. Now Law steals it. Right out in front. Drive. Oh, what a save by Bailey Stevens. It was right out in front on the stick of Derek Smith. And Bailey Stevens denies Smith for the second time. The first in the first half, here in the second half.
Great work by Team Ellis, and the passing play to get the puck to Derek Smith was so smooth, and Bailey was right there on it and made the stop. Outstanding play in all sides on that one, Steve.
Puck is sent all the way down into the Ellis zone. It comes right out in front, poked away by Matt Griffin. And we come the other way. Team Ellis 3-on-3 into the zone. Now Thomas DiMaggio tried to get a shot off. He did. It's down in low, working now for Cameron Beck. Just 10 penalty minutes with St. John Vianney last season. That's it. He's a pretty clean player. Team Law and Chad Lounder. Out to center. Leading Stuart Hopkins. 9:30 to go in the period. 2-1 in favor of Team Law. We're going to get a penalty as Louis Shakes wraps up a Team Law player. I believe that was Carlo Vitter. And once it's touched up by Ellis, will get the penalty, but meanwhile it's Team Law with possession. Now it will get touched and we will get a penalty. It's a holding call, and the first penalty assessed to Team Ellis will give the first power play for Team Law and a chance to take a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and at that, even just the second penalty in the game. So, again, very cleanly played game, and Team Law will try to take advantage of their opportunity on the power play. Very close game, low scoring compared to Tuesday night's contest, Steve, which was a 7-5 final score.
So the penalty is up on the board.
Now take it they must be doing a kind of a new penalty format, doing a
3 minutes
3 minute
because it's running
penalty,
time.
yeah.
For holding, well, a minor for holding, we should call it. A minor for holding to number 18, Derek Smith.
Well, that's interesting. They called Derek Smith on the hold. I didn't think it was him, but meanwhile, scramble out in front, and I believe we get a goal. It is. It's a Team Law power play goal. So here in the second, we'll call this on the clock about 7:50. So it is a 3-1 lead for Team Law.
And out comes Derek Smith. Team's back at even strength.
And let's see if we can determine who may have knocked that one in. It was kind of a scramble. We'll catch it in a second.
Team Law goal scored on the power play by number 18, Ryan Moon. Assisted by number 14, Connor Hinterser, and number 5, Brett Houston. Again, that goal scored on the power play by number 18, assisted by number 14 and number 5.
So there you go. It's Moon's goal. And in a moment, we will take a look at that when we get a chance next. And I say stoppage and play because I don't know if we'll have one. 6:36 to go. Shot comes in. Save by Griffin. Rebound. It's loose out in front. And it's taken away and cleared. Let's take a look while we can at that goal and see how it materialized. Again, it just kind of came out in front and poked through. Oh, on the backhand. What a nice backhand it was up over the shoulder of Griffin. And so it is a 3-1 lead now for Team Law here with about 6:10 to go in the period. So we should be back at 5-on-5, and we are. They're just going to let the time run out on the scoreboard. Puck flipped up at center. Taken by Team Law's Graham Suddeth. Sent at the line and intercepted. Here's Alex Rubin again. 2-on-1, nice move, but by the time Rubin catches up to it, Stevens will hold on. 5:34, and the clock runs here in the Coaches Cup. Game number 2, don't forget, our next game will be September 8th here at Jordan Valley Ice Park. Team Law versus Team Cook. It'll be the battle of the Division I coaches. That'll take place next Tuesday, and we'll have it for you at 9:15 right here on the Stan Melton Rink.
There you go, Steve. Hey, again, a big thanks, Steve, goes out to our team sponsors for tonight for helping us bring this game to you all. Team Law, sponsored by Discount Smokes and Beer here on South Kimbrough near the campus. We appreciate their support. And Team Ellis, sponsored by Agave Mexican Restaurant on Fremont, just south of Battlefield, south of the Battlefield Mall area. Great Mexican food. So get out and help us support our team sponsors, and we appreciate their help in bringing these games to you, everyone.
Great opportunity for Brett Houston twice, and he was denied by Matt Griffin. And we come the other way across the line. Apparently it's good. Here's a shot that's blocked. Hunter Cooley with that one. The official said it was good. Play continues. It is battled for at the right face-off circle, and we come the other way. Team Law, 3-on-2. Breaking free is Ryan Moon. Away from him, and we turn left to right. Across the line. Good move there by Derek Smith. He shoots, saves Stevens. Rebound, and trying to knock it out of the air was Hunter Cooley, and he couldn't do it. Now a shot up high, misses by Cooley. It's behind the net. Working it, Derek Smith trying to kick it away. And now it's Team Law out of their own zone. Here's Chad Lounder. 3-on-2, now 3-on-3. Lounder couldn't get right through. 3:34 to go in the period. Again, big thanks to Andy's Frozen Custard, Blades by Todd, Guaranteed Rate, Hockey Wolf, Kimber Cable, Rob's Portable Building, and Blade Tech, all our sponsors of the Coaches Cup. There will be an awesome trophy presentation. Thanks to Bulls Trophy House for that trophy. Here's a puck sent down into the Team Ellis zone, stolen by Team Law, right out in front, and it went off of the stick of Diadon, and we come the other way for Team Ellis. Shot in by Evan Lasansky. Hit a player. Now it'll go to Cameron Beck. 2:40 to go. Beck with it, still working the puck. Gets it up the middle, broken up. And here might be a break for Ryan Moon. Looking for number 2. Moon goes wide, and he's caught up with, and the puck is broken up by Cameron Beck. Moon still with it, though. He shoots, and Griffin steers it into the corner. Shots 13-11 in favor of Team Ellis. It is Team Ellis that is in favor. Although it's now 13-12, so it's getting close. But Team Law with the power play goal by Moon, giving some insurance as Stevens has to make a save right out in front. That would have been close with 1:58 to go. Here's a shot in, save, or make that sailing up high. Louis shakes with it. Taken away from him. Here comes Brett Houston. Out to center. Lead pass to Brackbill. The goaltender has been pulled. No goaltender now for Team Ellis. He's been pulled at 1:40 of period 2, or half 2. Here's a shot that comes right out in front, off of the skate of the forward Jack, or make that Brandon Baldwin. Now it's behind the net. Shot off the side of the net. Stevens makes the save. It's loose, and we get a whistle and a stoppage in play. But unfortunately, Stan, the way that the coaches made the rules, you have to be within 1 goal for the clock to stop at the 1-minute mark. And well, they are not.
The goalie's really performing in this game, Steve, with a low score of 3-1, and they're testing Bailey big time now.
Oh, right on the doorstep. Stevens has to make a save there with the clock rolling.
Great work again by Bailey.
Salnikov, his first at 21 minutes of the first. Rubin makes it 1-1 at 7:50 of the first. At 19:10, it's Brackbill. And then on the power play, Moon at 7:50. And it's a 3-1 lead for Law right out in front. Stevens will make the save.
Boy, Steve, Team Ellis is making the best of their man advantage situation. They are hammering Bailey Stevens in this final minute of play.
14 seconds left. And off the draw, it comes out to center. And the 3 stars will be Bailey Stevens, Nikita Salnikov, and Alex Rubin. That's going to be our 3 stars of the game. So Stevens, and Stan, who was the number 2 star? I forgot already.
Salnikov. And Alex Rubin.
And Rubin. All right, that's our 3 stars of the game. But this one goes to Team Law as Nikita Salnikov gets the first goal. Rubin will get the second one, and I believe we have Rubin's second goal here. No, that's the save. That's the huge save. Here's the goal. I'll tell you what, Stan, when you talk about great saves and things that change the game, but here's the goal here. And then I believe actually that was Brackbill's goal. Either way, it's been a great
Brackbill was
game.
Team Law. I think that was Rubens.
That was Team Rubens' goal there. That's what I get for not labeling them. And let's see if this is Brackbill's goal here, I believe.
There it is. Yes, sir.
Yep,
Oh,
just a nice goal there to make it, at that point, a 2-1 game. And then the final goal is the one that just kind of squeaks through on the backhander by Moon. And that is the final right now in a count of 3-1. Shots on goal end up at 14-14. Yeah, normally, Stan, with intermissions, you have a chance to line things up and figure things out, but not here. But don't forget our next
constant
broadcast.
action.
It is, absolutely. Our next broadcast will be, and plus other people in other broadcasts, they have like staff to do things. And I don't have that. But our next broadcast, Team Law versus Team Cook, that'll be September 8th right here at Jordan Valley Ice Park at 9:15. We hope that you will tune in for that. The winning goaltender is I believe, for Team Law going to be Bailey Stevens. And for Team Ellis, the loss will go to Matt Griffin, I believe, even though Andrew Meek played very well. But the 2 goals that were given up in the second half, actually, by Matt Griffin means he will take the loss. Again, Salnikov for Team Law makes it 1-0. Rubin evens things up, and then Brackbill and Moon in the second half. And it is a Team Law victory by a count of 3-1. Stan, that'll do it. Everyone's getting ready to get out. We're going to get out too, and we will bid you a fond farewell as, again, Team Law wins this by a count of 3-1. Don't forget, next week we'll have you right here on Web Sports Radio, September 8th. Until then, I'm Steve Casson for Stan Melton and for Michaela Garnier. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, the final score, 3-1 Team Law. Good night.
You've been listening to Missouri State Ice Bears Hockey with your host, Steve Casson. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Ice Bears Hockey is a presentation of DS Sports Enterprises and WebSportsRadio.com.